too early for Irish coffee, so I think it's just going to have to be Black Barrel on the rocks.
Boy, I like the sound of that. I just overheard Chuck up here say, Black Barrel on the rocks.
Yeah, that does
And I
sound
thought,
good.
boy, that sounds good.
It does sound good.
Doesn't
Man,
that
that's
just
good
sound
taste.
nice?
Yes. Hi, everybody. Are we almost out of excuses, except we don't know what we're going to start with? Yeah, we're almost ready. Almost.
We're dangerously close, in fact. Very dangerously
Danger,
close.
danger.
So pay attention. We are Curlew's Call from
Very good.
Olympia, Washington. And we'd like to thank you all for being here today. I hope you're enjoying a nice lunch and a little something to drink. And the post-St. Patrick's Day glow, as it were. And I think it's still glowing a little bit.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yes, St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day glow, but it's still St. Patrick's Day weekend, so this all counts.
It's probably St. Patrick's Day someplace, like,
Oh.
Southeast Asia. I don't know. Maybe.
Southeast Asia, how did you come up with that?
I don't know.
Every day is St. Patrick's Day in your heart.
That's
It's
right.
I like that, Annie. That's good. That's good.
This is why I'm not a comedian.
Yeah.
Don't give me a microphone. Just tell me to play notes and stuff happens.
Stuff
I've decided that is my musical career. I play a bunch of notes and stuff happens.
Right.
Do we want to do a sound check?
Oh, well, we've done a little bit of that. I'm
Okay.
working on the sound here. The Galway Bay Pub, it's kind of nice because we just bring a few things and most of the system's already in place and they're set up for music here at Galway Bay. That's what it's all about, you know.
I have a question.
You
Do
have
you
a
guys
question?
want to be rowdy or do you want to be mellow? Rowdy, mellow.
I think
Both?
yes.
Yes, I think yes. All right. Rowdy.
Lori's
Lauren wants to
ready
be
for
loud.
rowdy.
Right. She's ready for rowdy. Okay. Well, we're going to start out semi-rowdy. No, we're not going to start out rowdy. We're going to start out mellow.
We're gonna do a basic little sound check,
Yeah.
which just means we're gonna play something and hope it goes for the best. And with any luck whatsoever, I won't have to be walking over here to the board and making adjustment. See, because one of the things that I have to do is, because I'm the sound engineer, that's what I do for a living, I get stuck with all the sound recording and operational duties, which is fine, I don't mind doing it.
Wine?
No, but I'm just saying, it's nice when I don't have to though, because, when we play festivals, I walk up there with my guitar and call it good. But I have to do a little adjusting here on stage, and that's fine. And then that way it sounds good for everybody out there, and that's really all I'm trying to do. And hopefully, I won't have to touch this for the rest of the set. Okay. We're going to start out with a tune set.
Sounds like tune set.
So you know what the difference between a tune and a song is? A song is a tune with words. And if we're not singing and we're just playing, that's a tune.
We're gonna start out with a tune set, butterfly.
Which
And then-
means a set is a number of tunes in a row.
Very
Could
good.
be 2, could be 3, could be 8. Depends on what happens,
I just play notes and stuff happens.
That's
Just like
right.
what she said.
Exactly.
She's really good.
This is Mark. This is Annie. I'm Jess.
Yes. And we are Curlew's Call, and we'll be happy to play for you this afternoon.
Hey, there's a poster here. Hey, who are we? I don't know who we are. We're not Oliver. Go ahead.
well, it started out mellow, so we gave a little bit of both, which is nice. It's a nice combination of
It is.
stuff.
We're gonna really now do a song. Now we do a song, yeah.
Oh, what are we gonna sing now?
We're gonna sing,
Jess is the master of all of our material.
I'm the song queen.
Master of
She's the
song
song-
mistress.
She calls it out and tells us where to play, and we do what she says.
Okay, and it's kind of like bingo. It's like G minor in, blah, blah, blah.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, let's start out with something about the reluctant sailor. So, Ireland being an island, there are many opportunities to be a fisherman and to sail around the world doing other things. This is a very ancient Irish song about a lad who was reluctant to be a sailor. Didn't have a lot of choices. If you didn't want to be a sailor, you could be a farmer, go inland, be a farmer, maybe go work in the mines. Not a lot of choices, but this lad did not want to be a sailor. And possibly two reasons. One is he didn't like to sail, maybe he got seasick. The other reason could be that he would just prefer to stay by his lassie's side.
Which is probably the real reason.
of our journey. Oh, we can't have a harbor here.
Yeah, go from my window.
I think we should talk about Irish pubs. And
Irish pubs already?
things you might find in an Irish pub.
Well, there's several things you can find in an Irish pub.
Like me.
Oh,
Like what?
Like me.
5.
5 of me?
5.
That's
Yes,
too many.
No, there's 2.
in mine.
Andy, one of you is plenty.
I
And
know.
we love every bit of it.
But one is enough.
But
But that's-
I think 5 Annies would be just 4 too many.
Y'all never met my cousins.
Oh, please, if they're anything like you, we're in trouble.
We are.
Very much so. A little more ginger.
So anyway, there's one thing that's very common about Irish pubs. There's certain things you're going to find in Irish pubs that, if it's a real Irish pub, you'll find these things. And
Here.
at least most of them anyway. And the one thing that you'll find is that Irish pubs exist all over the world. They have spread out, and there's tons of them everywhere. So it's
All right, so let's be honest.
What?
Who has been to an Irish pub in someplace other than America or Ireland? Come on, get
Or
your
Ireland.
hands up. Okay, there we go. You know what we're talking about.
yeah, you'll find Irish pubs everywhere.
Everywhere. It's
It's
just like-
really amazing, and there's so much. The atmosphere is usually pretty close to the same, and
I like what Annie says. It's like you can walk into an Irish pub and feel like you've walked into an Irish living room.
That's how
yeah,
it's supposed to be.
yeah. Well, the pub is just simply short for public house. Somebody's house that they turned public, so it should be like a house, it should be a home, you know.
So do tell, Lauren.
So this is a song that's going to describe just that. Well, you're walking down the city street, you could be in Peru, and if you're distant calling, you know it's meant for you. So you stop just what you're doing and join the choiring mob, and before you know just where you are, you're in an Irish pub. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too, they got 4 of them in Sydney, and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now the design is pretty simple, and it usually works the same. You'll have razor hole scoring in an Ireland England game, and you'll know you're in an Irish pub the minute you're through the door. Or a couple of boys with bow rounds will be murdering Christy Moore. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too, they got 4 of them in Sydney, and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing a couple of times, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now the owner, he's Norwegian, but the manager comes from Cork, and the lad who's holding up the bar say, only each his work. He was born and bred in Bolton, but his family's from Kildare, and he's going to make his fortune soon and move to County Clare. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too, they got 4 of them in Sydney, and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job, 'cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Right. Now it's it's time for me to go. I've got to catch me train, but y'all leave you sitting at the bar to face the wind and rain. But I'll have that pledge you owe me if I'm not going on the dry. When we meet next week in Frankfurt, near the fields of Athenry, they've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They've got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple of Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a plank, you'll always have a job. 'Cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now they got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too. They've got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple of Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a plank, you'll always have a job. 'Cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Irish pub song. And it's true. It's true. You'll find them everywhere.
So I see some ringer singers.
Ringer singers.
You guys know these
Singer
words.
ringers.
Should I make everybody sing? What do you think? Should I make everybody sing right off the bat?
Nobody's
Get right
making
to it?
anybody do anything.
Oh, come on.
But we're inviting
I'm the
you to
taskmaster.
sing.
Participation is highly encouraged.
Highly encouraged is a nice way to say it.
So-
Making anybody do anything is just a little harsh.
All right,
Especially in the middle of the day.
especially on St. Patty's
The St. Patty's glow.
float. St. Patty's
Afterglow.
It's the afterglow party here at Galway. It is. I like that. That's what I'll be using tonight, kids. So, all right. So we're gonna sing. 'Cause
Great.
I have declared it.
You are the song mistress.
I'm this. Thank you. Bye, you guys.
Hey, take care, folks.
Take care.
All right. Good to see ya.
Bye. Have a good afterglow.
Drive carefully. Safe travels.
Don't drive like my brother.
Don't drive like me.
We're gonna do. So we're gonna sing a song about Pachine. Pachine is Irish whiskey, moonshine. Okay, to be precise. So we call it moonshine here. They call it Pachine in Ireland. And your words, should you choose to use them, are diddle 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 dum, diddle 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 dum, diddle diddle die diddle die die.
That's pretty
Come
much.
on, now how hard can that be? You know, it's a good thing.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
And the grasses grow and the water flows in a free and easy way. Just give me another finest stuff that's good in Galway Bay. Come gouge and go, come down and go, slide an inch or 2. We'll give 'em a sip and we'll take a sip of the rare old Mountain Dew. Diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-dum-diddle-diddle-day. Diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-dum-diddle-day. And the foot of the hill, there's a heat that's still where the smoke curls up to the sky. From the smoke and smell, you can tell there's much room to find. For it fills the air with perfume rare betwixt both me and you. As home we stroll, we'll take a whole long pocket of Mountain Dew. Diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-dum-diddle-day. Diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-dum-diddle-day. Now learning men who use the pen and the sun that blazes high. A sweet Pachine from Ireland green, distilled from wheat and rye. Throw away your bills, it'll cure all ills, whether pagan, Christian or Jew. Take off your coat and race your road with a rare old Mountain Dew. Diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-day. Diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-diddle-day. Diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-diddle-day.
Nice.
Tell the story about Patty West.
Yeah.
Sure. You are correct.
On the keys, though.
F.
Thank you.
Back in the great age of sail, when Ireland was hit with the hunger, which is sometimes called the famine, it was actually, in Ireland it was called the Great Hunger. The men would leave to go to points away from Ireland, often to England, to try to find work. There was one industrious Irishman who opened a school to teach farmer lads how to become sailors. And this is the tale of the Patty West School of Sailing. And
You might have talked a good game going up to the side of a ship, but as for being out to sea, probably didn't have much experience after
I don't think
graduating
that-
from this place.
I don't think the school was accredited.
Not accredited. Here it comes. Oh, as I was walking down London Road, I came to Patty West's house. He fed me a feed of American hash and he called it Liverpool House. He said there's a ship that's one hand and under your quickly side. The mate is a bastard, the captain's worse, but she will suit you fine. Put on your dungaree jacket and walk up looking your best. And tell them you're an old sailor man that's come from Patty West. Now when I had me a feed, me boys, the wind began to blow. So he sent me up to the garret and made oil for the stove. But when I got into the garret, no main oil could I find. So I turned around to the window and I furled the window blind. Put on your dungaree jacket and walk up looking your best. And tell them you're an old sailor man that's come from Patty West. Now Patty, he piped all hands on deck. Faces for a man. Wife stood in the doorway with a bucket in her hand. Then Frank cries out, "Now let her in!" She flung the water our way, saying, "Look, your foretop colossals, boy, ah, she's taking in the string." Put on your dungaree jacket and walk a look at your mess. Don't tell them you're an old sailor man that's come from Patty West. Now see you, we're off to the Southern boys, the Frisco Weavers bound. Patty, he called for a length of rope and he laid it on the ground. Well, we all stepped over and back again and he says, "That's mine now." When they've asked if you've been to sea, you could say you've crossed the line. Put on your dungaree jacket and walk up looking your best. And tell them you're an old sailor man that's come from Patty West. Sail away, and that's to walk around the table where the bullocks' horns they're laying. And when they ask if you've been to sea, you can say you've been around the horn. And she says, "You've been a sailor since the day that you was born." Put on your dungaree jacket and walk up looking your best. Tell them you're an old sailor man that's come from Patty West. Put on your dungaree jacket and walk up looking your best. Tell them you're an old sailor man that's come from Patty West. That's how you do it.
thank you, thank you, thank you. So let us see. Shall we sing about an Irish outlaw, perhaps?
There's a lot of those.
Well, we're going to sing about the one from County Tipperary. So you're
One
learning
more clue, please.
Where your ancestors' castle is?
my ancestors' castle is.
That's right.
That's
Jessica
not a very good clue.
has her own tower house type castle in County Tipperary in Ireland. We went there and we got to play music in that castle.
It was really cool. It was
Really
really,
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
Julie, our percussionist, who has had a broken hand and is out forever,
Yeah.
went with us, and Annie wasn't with us then. And so we just got to play. We contacted them ahead of time and said, "Hey, we're kin, and we want to come and play in the family castle? They're like, yes.
And we got the behind the scenes tour.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
very
really
nice.
awesome. It was really awesome. We got to see the family tour. So anyway, it's the called Redwood Castle. If you ever encountered Tipperary, it's a very well preserved 12th century tower house. So this thing is really old. And so you see the nice big castles like Trim. Those are later. The early castles were called tower houses. They're straight and they're like 4 sides, And well, they could be 6 sides.
There could be a lot of sides.
So
The
anyway,
big tall square.
the big tall square.
Big box.
Big tall square boxes, yeah.
Tower.
Like the original big
house.
box store. Anyway, this is a story about an outlaw. And your word for the day, or one of the words for the day, is blunderbuss.
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 We all know what that is, right?
It is a
It's a
shot.
very crude shotgun that you don't want to be in the business end of. It's nasty. And they don't always work, but you can't take that chance. You just want to be very nice to somebody pointing a blunderbuss at you. So that's how that goes. So this is this.
Tis an American highwayman, the story I will tell. His name was Willie Brennan, and in Ireland he did well. But on a hill with mountains he commenced his wild career, and many a wealthy nobleman before him shook with fear. And it's running on,
Running on the
running
line.
on, running on, and down to Western, running on the road. One day upon the King's Highway, as Whitney rode down, he met the mayor official a mile outside of town. The mayor, he knew his features and know his face, said he. Your name is Willie Brennan, you must come along with me. And it's running on,
Running on the line.
running on, running on, running on, and down to Washington, running on the boy. Now Willie's wife had gone to town, provisions for to buy. And when she saw her Willie, she commenced to weep and cry. He said, I need a 10-penny. And just as Willie spoke, she handed him a blunderbuss from underneath her cloak. And it's running on,
Running on the line.
running on, running on, and down to Washington, running on the boy. Now with this loaded blunderbuss, the truth I will unfold. You made the man to tremble and he robbed him of his gold. 100 pounds was offered for his apprehension there, so he would horse and saddle to the mountains to prepare. And it's running on,
Running on the
running
line.
on, running on, running on, and down to Washington, running on the boy. Now Willie being an outlaw upon the mountain high, with cavalry and infantry to take him they did try. He laughed at them with scorn until at last he said, by a false-hearted woman he was cruelly betrayed. And wait a second, a false-hearted woman betrayed him?
It happens.
Well, this is the woman who gave him a blunderbuss?
No, it's not the same gal. This is some other gal he had on the site.
I blame the mistress.
I blame the mistress too.
The mistress sold him out to like that man.
That's right. She wanted to get all the money for herself. You see, that's how that worked.
Oh, she was like Jenny?
Yeah.
Okay, like
Yeah,
Jenny.
she's like Jenny.
So Jenny is a key figure in Whiskey in the Jar.
And she's probably Jenny's sister.
Oh,
Right?
Jenny's sister.
That's what it was.
All right, so at any rate, Willie deserved what he got next.
Yep.
They hung Willie at the crossroads and chains him hung and dried. And still sunset out in the night, the ghost of Willie rides. He'll see him with his blunderbuss until the midnight chill. Running on,
Running on the board.
running on, running on, and I'm going to put some running on the motor, and it's running on.
Who's running on?
It's running on the motor, oh, break down, and don't you put some running
On the board.
the story of Brennan and his demise. Mark, I think it was time to test these people's sobriety, don't you?
It might be time for
All right,
sobriety check.
yes, I think so. Your part in this, should you choose to engage, is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. You know this. You can do this. But depending on which one we do, which shall we do?
Should we go wild? Or should we do whiskey?
Well, we just sung about
The Rascals.
Jenny's sister.
So let's sing about Jenny.
Let's sing about Jenny and what Jenny did. See, they're all kind of related, you know.
These lassies, these rascally lassies.
Yeah, you know, they can cause a lot of trouble.
And you know, they're not with the brightest men in the universe, I suppose. So,
Well, he was a criminal, for God's sake.
yeah.
Come on, you know.
Respect.
What do you want?
So with this one, you have to remember to wait for the last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then it's like, it's there. It's like, it's there.
So Brennan's mistress, his mistress's friend or sister, shows up in this song by the name of Jenny.
Jenny.
She wasn't very nice.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't.
Oh no. Oh, wait a second. You got it tuned down.
Okay, it's gonna tune down. I'm gonna hire a decorator.
The longer you do that, the longer I'll do this. So it's just kind of like this repeating band and the feedback loop, you know.
So he's trying to tune on his singing song. Music's right here.
Well, as I was a-rolling over the fire breaking mountain, that boot captain Fiddle and his money he was counting. So I produced my pistol and then produced my breaker, saying, stand and deliver, for I am a bold deceiver, ushering up the run. Blackboard, there you go. Blackboard, there you go. There's a ski in the jar. Well, the cow that died is bloody and it made me breathe pain. So I put it in my pocket and I took it home to Jenny, who said and she swore that she never would believe me. But the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. But she Blackboard, daddy-o, Blackboard, daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Well, I went up to my chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. Oh, but Jenny took my charges, and she filled them up with water, and sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter, ushering up the run. Blackboard, daddy-o, Blackboard, daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. It was early in the morning as I woke up for travel. Well, the guards were all around me and likewise Captain Farrell. So I produced my pistols, for she stole away my rapier. But I could not shoot the water and the prisoner I was taking was soaring up to the top. Blackboard, daddy-o, Blackboard, daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now if anyone could save me, it's my brother in the army. But I don't know where he's stationed up in Cork or in Killarney. And if he'll come and save me, we'll go rolling through Kilkenny. And I bet he'll treat me better than my darling sporting Jenny, mushering up the top. Blackboard, daddy-o, Blackboard, daddy-o, rolling, while others take delight in their gambling and bowling. Oh, but I take delight in the juice of the barley, and court the pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early, but shooting up door of time. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's a skin in the jar, but shooting up door of time. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's a skin in the jar.
Well done. Thank you. Well done. You all passed so far. Okay, so. Shall we sing a song about my grandmother? What happened to her as a young lass?
Yeah, that'd be good. Why not? Another opportunity. Is this another one about the Garrett?
No, this is about my grandmother, not my great aunt Annie.
Oh, you're creating it anyway.
Yeah, that was my grandmother's
This is
sister.
about Johnny.
Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
Johnny. Oh, that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
Johnny.
That one.
Well, he was a bit of a rascal, now wasn't he?
Johnny and Jenny are meant for
No,
each other.
the father was a bit of a rascal. Her father. My great-grandfather was a bit of a rascal. This is a true story, really.
And you better tell it to me, dear. Yeah, so I thought, all right. Well, like I said, yeah, he was sometimes a layabout.
Say that again.
Oh, wait, no.
Yes. He's getting the
The
story.
hints can be cryptic up here at times.
I like to see, kind of testing, like, Johnny. Which
Are
one
we
is it?
singing a song or are we playing 20 questions?
I mean, you know, it's like,
20 questions up here.
G minor, I think.
A minor.
E minor, whatever.
We're making sure I know what's going on.
You're good. I think you know. You've lived with me for 19 years. Well, Johnny Bear and Johnny didn't find anyone so much to wear. And I would marry Johnny, but he followed up and said, I'm bound to tell you, daughter, what your mother never knew. Johnny is a son of mine, and so is Jensen. Well, Liam the fair and Liam didn't find anyone so much to wear. And I would marry Liam, but he followed up and said, I'm bound to tell you, daughter, what your mother never knew. Liam is a son of mine, and so is you. Well, Seamus be there, and Seamus be fine, and he wants to go to wear. I would marry Seamus, but he father up and said, I'm bound to tell you, daughter, what your mother never knew.
really?
It's true. Seamus is a son of mine, and so is you. Well, you never saw a girl so sad and lonely as I was. The boys in town are all her kidney father is cars. If life should thus continue, I will die a single man.
Oh.
So, I'll go to your mother and complain to her this. Well, daughter, did I tell you to forgive what you forget? Your father is so his wild oats can still you even fret. Your father may be father to all the boys, but still, he's not the one who sired you. So, marry whom you will.
and Papa had their own things going.
Yeah,
They did.
Things work out in the strangest ways.
they certainly do.
They,
Yeah,
it's all right.
they were young, they were wild.
That's right.
Okay, we're gonna try a new song on you. Benzie. So your part in this, should you choose to participate, you have choices. I'm laying choices before you. You can either, at the appropriate place in the chorus, you can either clap as you see fit, or you could bang your feet, or you can pound on the table gently so that your beer doesn't splatter all over and the dishes don't go all over, because that makes the waitstaff nuts. And speaking of which, while we are on the subject of waitstaff, let us thank our wonderful, glorious waitstaff for doing such a great job.
And working on the holiday.
And keeping good spirits. It is really hard to get us in and out of here, you know, get everybody fed and get them all watered and whatever on a holiday, and they do a great job here.
Yeah, I like how they go around and water the patrons. They grow taller that way.
You know what I meant? We want our patrons to grow.
That's right. If you want your patrons to grow.
Our patrons to grow. That's a different song completely. And buy them beers and porter.
So this is one that I was browsing online and I came across this song by a band called Song of the Lakes. This is a Michigan band, I believe, or Minnesota.
We have anybody from Michigan? Any Michiganders?
And they,
Or Michigoosers?
no, it's Ganders.
But what are the women? Are the women Scanders?
No.
Michiganders? There should be a Michigooser.
No, Michigese.
Michigan. Okay, Michigeesers. And if you're old, you can be a Michigeeser.
Anyway, this is a band from the Great Lakes area, and this is the area that I am from, and so they sing a little bit about the lakes on this, and so when you hear me say the lakes, that is because of the Great Lakes. Pretty fun band, though. I don't know who came up with this song, but it's pretty good. At least I like it. Plus, I get to play harmonica. I'm trying to make it sound like an accordion, because an accordion is more of a traditional or something. So it's the best we can do, because I'm already busy doing stuff on my hands. So playing an accordion is not an option. So.
Oh, come on. You can do it. Off goes the weasel.
Yeah.
Make us. All right, so let's take a little bit. Hey, Anne, you want to sing something? Can we have you sing Ready for the Storm? It's so pretty. Please? Please?
I want to do pretty.
What do you want to do?
I want to do pretty. I'll do.
Too late, you already are.
I'll play more notes and stuff happens.
How about what's just
She wants to. All right, she wants to do. I'm gonna let the.
I want to work harder.
She's being.
I'm bored of all my songs.
We like your songs. Do we all like her? Annie sings. Yes, we like her songs. All right.
Okay, but I have the ADHD, and I get bored very easily.
Get over it.
Get over it. Get over it. Life is about learning to deal with boredom. Correct?
Okay, no, so the reality is that I've been singing this song since I was just a tiny thing. And we were messing around at practice the other night, and these tunes kind of just happened. And so now it's a thing, and I'm really excited about the thing, and so I want to do the thing.
All right, we're gonna do the thing. We'll do the thing. Okay, ready? You know the words to this one, and you can clap along or sing along, or both. If you can clap and sing at the same time, which sometimes I can and sometimes I can't.
Okay. Right.
1, 2, 3, go.
there is such a thing. But there is.
Yeah, we have time for one more. Do you want to do, I think we should do an Irish retirement song.
Let's my first tune. Okay.
We're going to tune for a second.
They tune because they care. Now, when I go to tune my guitar, she goes out to deep end and gives me crap if I just have to tune my guitar, and she starts singing country songs, so it's not fair.
The Irish like country songs.
That's nice.
Isn't it true, Chuck? The Irish love country songs. Frankly, the Irish love any songs, so let's just be honest
Well, there's
here.
truth in that.
Yes, and they'll sing to anything. We will sing to anything, whether we know it or not. Whether we know the words or whether we know the melody.
Okay, so the rhythm of a washing machine, it makes a really good, like, bass for playing a lot of tunes.
Yeah, it does. Actually, we have a clothes dryer that tells us, that sings to us when our clothes are done. It goes, your clothing is done now, come get your clothing, it's raining. Your clothing is done now, come get your clothing right now. So it
Now, it
doesn't
doesn't
really-
actually sing that, but that's the melody.
Did you write a song for your dryer?
There's a song, there is, and we made up the words. Your clothing is done now, come get it before. Come get it before.
It's very Stephen Sondheim. It's very, like, show tunes, Broadway.
And I mean, you can't have a musical tune coming out of an appliance in a musician's house without somebody making something out of it. That's kind of what it is.
So go home, so you can go home now.
It's an actual
listen
tune.
Incentive to do your laundry.
Listen to your dryer and then try to make up the song that goes with it. So. All right, so this is an Irish retirement song. And Mark will tell you his opinion about whether this guy's doing
Okay, so this song is about a guy, he's a sailor, and he's been out to sea for many, many years, and he decides, I'm done. I'm gonna go back to my woman back in Ireland, and I'm gonna quit going to sea, and I'm gonna just retire from sea, and I'm gonna have this great time. And there's a line in the song, and one of the things he says is, and when I'm too drunk to sing, we'll walk in the Irish rain. It's like, okay, first of all, when you get drunk, you can start staggering around, right?
You've
Right.
seen people like this, I'm sure you've never.
And you can sing while you stagger. That's cool. You've seen that. And then eventually, if you're too drunk, you will fall over on the floor, and you'll be there. But from the floor position, by God, you could still sing a little bit of something.
Nobody said you had to sing well.
Nobody said you had to sing well, but you can still sing stinking drunk on the floor. Now this fella thinks he's going to be so drunk that he can't sing. I'm saying he's going to be so drunk he won't be walking home in the Irish road. He ain't either, but by God, he's going to try it. 1, 2, 3, go. When the sun goes down and up and down and the colors last for hours, oh, let's go on and the nights of song and the streets all turn to gold. A gentleness from heaven's kiss, like teardrops off an angel's wing. Don't you know that you'll cleanse your soul with a walk in the Irish rain? Oh, Catherine, take my hand, I've got 3 pounds in change. We'll sing a song and walk again when it gets too drunk to sing. Yeah, right, we'll walk in the Irish rain. Here we go. Forevermore I've stepped ashore, my sailing days are over. Oh, through time and tide and by my side, together we'll roll. To my safe I give a bit, and I brought this pretty heart home. It's the day we'll celebrate before the moon is gone. Oh, Catherine, take my hand, I got 3 pounds and change. I'll sing the songs of love again, and when I get too drunk to sing, we'll walk in the Irish rain tonight. Well, they sing their fiddle and they shout to the break of day. A sweet little lady with a glass of stout, sipping it down till the foam runs out. She'll help her old man home again with a walk in the Irish rain. Oh, Catherine, take my hand, I got 3 pounds in change. I'll sing the song till dawn again when I get you drunk to stay. Oh, I'll walk in the Irish rain. Oh, Catherine, take my hand, I've got 3 pounds in change. I'll sing the song till dawn again when I get you drunk to sing. We'll walk in the Irish rain. Here we go. Walk in the Irish rain for you. Thank you very much.
So much.
We are Curlew's Call. We are going to take a break, and it's going to be about an hour break. So we are due to be back here playing at 4:30 or 4? What is it? What time is it now?
4 now.
4?
I think we're here at 5:30. What are we?
When do we start next?
Good question. Who knows?
It's 4 o'clock. We start at 5.
5 and go to 6.
No.
Yes.
6 to 7? I don't know.
5 to.
I don't know what we got. It's on the 6? Are we at 6?
All I know is we stopped playing at 7:30.
Oh, then it's 6 to
And it's an hour
7:30.
and a half, so 6 o'clock.
We can do the math here. 6 to 7:30. Who's on after us?
Lori, does that sound right?
Lori doesn't know.
I've got the schedule in back. We should be back in a little while sometime. Now,
We'll
but
see
it'll
you.
be, it'll
We'll
be
see
at
all of a
least an
sudden.
hour. And we'll see you then. Again, we are
Thank you,
Curlew's
everybody.
Call here at the Galway Bay Pub. Thank you for listening, everybody. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Show up and I do stuff.
No, we do.
Yeah.
All kinds of.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for hanging
Always
out.
a pleasure, I'll tell you.
Yeah, 3 to 4 and then 6 to 7. Wow, that's a long time. When you guys came out, I said started at like 5:30? Maybe? Talk to them? No. We have like 3 to 4 and 6 to 7:30.
That's correct. That is actually correct. I remember those
It
days.
feels so small.
Okay.
Is that okay? They're trying to. Yeah.
Trying to turn the tables.
Yeah. That's been happening a lot of issues.
Oh, well. Yeah, it is. You know, it's tough. It's tough. So,
I see both sides. I do too. Did I say? Am I safe? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna ask you that every time. It scares me.
thank you. I appreciate it.
It scares me.
Which reminds me.